Good. Good, good. All right, still going, still going. All right, awesome.
I have drank enough water to float.
welcome to the long-awaited return of Christmas in the Cage here in the Hyder Center. And tonight we've got a great matchup for you here on the Crane Prep Sports Network. The 6th-ranked Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks traveling to Omaha to take on the 4th-ranked Crane Prep Junior Jays. Tyler Reedy, Brendan Preisman here with you for this one. And Brendan, it is good to be back for this amazing tradition here at Prep.
What a week it's been for the both of us, hasn't it, partner? I mean, finished our finals a couple days ago. You found out about Notre Dame accepting you. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
2 days ago. Yesterday, I found out Northwestern let me in somehow. So
there you go.
We got that, and now we got a top 6 matchup with a full cage. I'm not joking when I say that there are people sitting in the aisles all the way up at the top. I looked earlier. It is full to bursting here in the Hyder Center.
Going to be a very special night. So let's get into this matchup here between Prep and Southwest, beginning with the NEB Prep's top 10 as of this past Sunday, December 12th. And as you can see, Junior Jays and Silverhawks right there in that top 6. Probably expecting some movement regardless of this outcome, with Creighton Prep getting steamrolled, quite frankly, by Gretna on Thursday night. Silverhawks still rolling along at 5-0. Bellevue West and Westside at 1-3 are in other states this weekend. Thunderbirds are playing in Sioux Falls today. They already lost. Westside about ready to go in Sioux City. So top 10 starting to get into the Metro Holiday Heartland Conference tournament season.
Yep.
Going to be some big games, big weekend coming up here.
Yeah, and you can see on the screen the Advent wreath has been lit. First camera just was lit on there. I don't know if everybody saw that, but yes, this is a game filled with pageantry. More importantly, it's a game filled with comedy. Stick around for halftime because we've got one of the best halftime shows you'll ever see.
Yeah, and the parts that aren't halftime, the game expected to be very good,
yeah.
Especially when you look at last year, because even when Lincoln Southwest wasn't a top 10 team, when people didn't really know about them as much, Silverhawks played Prep very close, 74-67 on December 19th. That was Lincoln Southwest's second game of the year. Remember, Lincoln had to start late because of COVID-19 protocols and situations, but 43 combined first quarter points. Luke Jungers, Casey O'Malley, 2 guys you'll see tonight, were huge for the Junior Jays, and if last year's any indication, this is going to be a really good one this time around,
yeah,
too.
43 first quarter points. Lincoln Southwest has been starting hot all year. Last night against Lincoln Southeast, they scored 29 points in the first quarter, just 28 the rest of the game, but ended up winning that game by double digits. They're a solid team, and this is going to be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, and looking at Lincoln Southwest coming in, we couldn't help but notice the combination of both experience and youth. They've got some very strong players, 4 starters above 10 points per game, averaging double figures, and you see a few of them here. Rylan Smith has been phenomenal to start the year. He's just a junior, but already averaging 18 points per game. Ben Hunzecker, Lucas Helms as well. And then for the Junior Jays, it's been really the same 3 guys throughout. Luke Jungers, Martell Evans, you knew about them coming in, but Joey Reichel has picked things up as well. Who and what are you watching tonight, Brendan, in this big matchup?
You mentioned in last year's game, Casey O'Malley had 19. I'm looking for him. Oh boy. Looks like the Shepherds have arrived, and they were just whacking the sheep across the court. We got to get those sheep off if we want to play this game.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Back to the player I'm looking for. I'm looking at Casey O'Malley. He is injured his ankle in the first half of Prep's opening game against Grand Island and missed all the rest of the games until 2 nights ago against Gretna when he came off the bench. He's not starting again today. In his place will be Joey Reichel. But O'Malley first announced himself as the next Prep scorer last year against this Lincoln Southwest team with 19 points. So if he can have a big game off the bench, then I think Prep's got a real chance to win. And for the Silverhawks, I think Aiden Welch, the 5th starter, is going to be real key for them. He's the only starter not in double figures, only averaging 3 points a game. But he makes his mark in rebounding. Almost 9 rebounds a game, 8 or more rebounds in 3 games so far. If he's able to make his mark with rebounding and defense and slow down Luke Jungers, say, then Lincoln Southwest is going to do very well tonight.
Absolutely, and as we get closer to tip-off here, we're happy to have Mike Sells Omaha as our varsity sponsor. Navigate today's real estate market with a name you can trust. Mike Beacom with Nebraska Realty. Mike has over 20 years of experience in residential real estate, is a Prep alum, and a proud supporter of Prep Athletics. Visit MikeSellsOmaha.com today. National Anthem, starters, and tip-off coming up next. Welcome back to a packed, standing room only Hyder Center. Boy, does it feel good to say that again. Christmas in the cage, about ready to begin here. Tyler Reedy and Brendan Preisman with you on the Creighton Prep Sports Network. Let's meet tonight's starters for the game. First for the Silverhawks, visiting from Lincoln, Rylan Smith, the junior guard, number 3, leading scorer at 18 points per game. Ben Hunzecker, number 10, the senior guard, tied for second in points per game with 11, leads the team in assists and steals. And number 12, Grant Milok, the senior guard and forward. 2 games with 16 or more points this season. 3 games with 8 points or less, a boomer bust type of player. Then number 22, Aiden Welch, the junior forward, leads the team in rebounds, as he mentioned, with 8.8 points per game. And then number 23, Lucas Helms, the junior guard, also tied for second with 11 points per game. Now for the Junior Jays, trying to bounce back after the tough loss at Gretna on Thursday night. They start number 0, Luke Jungers, 15.8 points per game, 50% from three-point land. That leads the team 10 for 20. Number 3, Ed Hubner, the junior guard, still starting as Casey O'Malley is eased back into things here for the Junior Jays. Hubner starting his 5th game with O'Malley out. And number 5, Joey Rischel, the junior guard, leads the team in steals per game with 2.2. Number 12, Sean Ramachandran, had 11 rebounds last Friday night against Omaha Northwest. Junior Jays were boat raced in the rebounds category on Thursday night. They'll need him to grab some boards tonight. And then number 20, Martell Evans, the senior point guard, leading scorer, leading rebounder, and leading assister for the Junior Jays. Brendan, any final notes here before tip-off?
Well, Tyler, I think the key is going to be the turnover battle. Prep doesn't turn the ball over too much, but that's because they play at a slower pace. They only have about 7.2 steals and blocks per game. Lincoln Southwest, 18.2. They force about 20 turnovers a game, and they like to play fast. They're averaging almost 68 points a game. So if Prep lets them get out and start running, that could be troublesome for the Junior Jays.
Birdcage getting fired up for this one. It is as packed as it has ever been here in the Hyder Center. Junior Jays and Silverhawks about ready to go in this top 6 Saturday night matchup. Final one before we go to the holiday tournament. It'll be Luke Jungers and Aiden Welch, the 2 bigs for the tip-off. And we are underway. Tip goes to the Silverhawks, and it'll be Rylan Smith, the leading scorer, beginning with possession. The far side, now back in. Here is Hunzecker. Smith's going to take an early 3, and it comes up short. Rebound, fought for and grabbed by Ramachandran.
And just like you said in the pregame, Tyler, Prep's going to have to win the rebounding battle if they're going to beat this Southwest team, because they are a talented team. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a run at state this year.
Martell Evans, here he comes, trying to drive. Tough look. He was defended extremely well by Ben Hunzecker, and it goes out of bounds as the shot went well below the rim. Silverhawks take over 30 seconds in. Yeah,
Hunzecker leading the team in steals at almost 4 a game. That's a guy that you don't want to drive on, even if you are as good as Martell Evans.
Grant Milok for 3, nothing but net, and it's 3-0 Silverhawks.
Good shot there by Milok, good defense too, but he was just able to make that look easy. And if they're hitting those shots, then that could be trouble for Prep early in this game.
Here's Ed Hubner for the Junior Jays, finding themselves in an early deficit. They started the Gretna game on a 9-0 run, Here's Rischel looking to answer. He comes up short. Rebounded by Hunzecker for the Silverhawks. And they'll call him for a carry, and the Junior Jays will take over with 6:53 remaining in the opening quarter.
That is the danger of playing as fast-paced as Lincoln Southwest does. They average over 14 turnovers a game. If Prep can take advantage of those, then they should be able to win this game and get back in the win column.
Martell Evans, Junior Jays leading scorer, over to Luke Jungers. He waits. Back to Ramachandran at the top, guarded by the much taller
what a move.
defender, and he's able to wait on Lucas Helms to miss and then get the layup to go. Junior Jays are on the board. It's 3-2.
Great move by Ramachandran. You mentioned the rebounding prowess, but he can score as well, and he shows you that on that play right there.
Three-pointer was missed. Ball squeaks out to Ryland Smith. He loses control, and it goes out of bounds. Prep takes over. Junior Jays coming out with plenty of hustle early on, as expected. You know they're fired up after the tough game Thursday night. Coach Lukey definitely seems to have them ready to go as Casey O'Malley comes in.
Yeah, already in for Ed Hubner. You wonder if they're going to try and use his shooting to maybe extend this Southwest defense a little bit.
Martell Evans, guarded by Hunziker, over to Ramachandran. Lucas Helms guarding. Rischel peels back into the middle. He'll find O'Malley, his first touch of the ball game. Inside to Jungers. Tries to drive along the baseline, gets inside and gets an and one. He waited out Aiden Welch, drew the contact, and he'll go to the line for one more free throw.
What a great play by Luke Jungers. Shows you why he's averaging about 16 a game. He worked all summer on improving his offensive game, and a nice little pump fake to get the bucket and the foul there. They're going to need a lot more of that from him tonight against this fast-paced Southwest team.
Luke Jungers, 85% free throw shooter coming in, and he will make that number a little bit larger as he converts to make it 5-3 Junior Jays.
Both teams using their defense to push the other team out to the perimeter early.
Ryland Smith stumbling, able to get it out to Hunziker. He finds Milok. A kick to the far side, pull-up jump shot, comes up well short from Lucas Helms, and now Rischel races the other way.
Good defensive switching there by Prep on that possession. Looked like they were behind the play a couple times, but they never stopped pursuing the ball, and they get a tough shot out of Lincoln Southwest.
Evans, crossover, works his way in.
Oh, what a
beautiful finish, Martell Evans. His first 2 points of the night, and it's 7-3. Now Silverhawks trying to answer quickly. Coming up with the ball was Welch. He kicks out to Milok, who hits another three. Grant Milok, 2 for 2 from downtown to start things, and it's 7-6.
Prep's got to come up with those rebounds. They had a chance there after Hunziker missed the layup, but if you can't grab onto the rebound, that gives the other team opportunity that you don't want them to have.
Joey Rischel for the Junior Jays. Already under 5 minutes of play in the opening quarter. Hotly contested as expected. Rischel, nice move put on Smith, tries to find Evans, who is able to regain control with Hunziker looking for the steal. Evans, guarded tightly, back to Rischel.
Prep really taking their time here. They want to make sure they avoid any unforced errors with how fast-paced this game is.
Jungers, pull-up jumper is going to get the roll. Home court bounce for Luke Jungers, and it's 9-6 Junior Jays.
He's got 5 quick points, and those are some difficult points he's getting. He's playing like he's the best player on the court tonight, and he just might be.
Quick move made by Milok. He's triple teamed, though. O'Malley wants a steal, can't come up with it as it's regained by Welch in the corner.
Birdcage starting to make their presence felt.
Ryland Smith crosses over, fadeaway is short, and Jungers is going to be called for an over the back foul going for the rebound. And now we'll see a couple Silverhawks come in off the bench. It'll be number 4, Bun Boom, and number 11, Chuck Love. Love just a freshman, 5 points per game. He's the first varsity freshman for Lincoln Southwest since Ryland Smith 2 years ago in the 2019-2020 season.
Yeah, Love's a talented player, great scorer and rebounder. Lincoln Southwest has a gem in him, and they got him for the next 4 years.
Hunziker, Milok, beautiful cut, and he cuts the lead down to 1 again. Milok has all 8 points for the Silverhawks.
Well, you said he was a boom or bust player at the start of the broadcast. Right now, it's all boom for Milok.
Oh,
He
yes.
just can't be stopped right now.
Rischel for 3, yes sir! Joey Rischel, Junior Jays lead by 4.
They need that out of Rischel. He's almost a 40% three-point shooter. They're going to need him to make a lot of those shots if this game continues to be this high scoring.
Chuck Love. Ramachandran all over him. Here's Bun Boom at the top.
Look at Prep continuing to force out to the perimeter. They want to make the driving for Lincoln Southwest as tough as possible. Oh, look at that.
Jungers with a steal. 2-on-0 with Evans. It'll be Jungers with another and one. 7 points already for Luke Jungers. He'll head back to the free throw line with the Junior Jays up by 6.
What a great defensive play by Jungers.
And look at the emotion, the energy of the Junior Jays as a timeout is taken by Southwest. A much different story than what we saw on Thursday night as Prep has come out rolling against the Silverhawks, who are yet to lose a game this year.
I mean, the energy from everybody, the players and the fans, is just incredible. Jungers playing aggressive perimeter defense, even 5 feet behind the three-point arc, which is really dangerous if the offensive player gets past you, but Jungers was able to make a move, get the steal, and then take it all the way. The Prep defense doing a really good job at forcing Southwest into tough perimeter passes and dribbles.
Jungers, who already has 7 of the 14 points, heads back to the free throw line. He's 1 for 1 so far tonight, as he already converted all 3 on 1-and-1 opportunity. He's got a chance to do it again.
And I really like this lineup for Prep. It's Jungers and then a lot of lengthy wings, guys like Evans, Rischel, and O'Malley. And basically all 5 guys on the court can shoot threes really well. That's super helpful for Prep.
Jungers misses the free throw, so it remains a 6-point lead for the Junior Jays. Here's Chuck Love working on Ramachandran. A lot of moves. Ramachandran gives up no ground, though.
Ramachandran's been one of the best on-ball defenders for Prep this year. It's been a pleasure to watch him make plays like that in his first varsity season.
How about that? Love, no chance on that drive as it went off the side of the backboard. Now Jungers. Back to Ramachandran. Rischel wants another 3, makes another 3. Joey Rischel with another one. 17-8 Junior Jays.
Starting to become an avalanche for Prep. Lincoln Southwest better figure something out soon.
And now we'll get a foul on the Junior Jays quickly on the other end. Silverhawks definitely pushing the pace as they're going to call it on Ramachandran. And that'll send Bun Boom to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Boom, a 44% free throw shooter. He struggled to start the season, going 7 for 16 from the charity stripe. First one is straight through, his first point of the game.
First point by anybody not named Milak for Southwest, too.
And on cue, Milak comes out along with Hunziker. Ryland Smith is back in along with Lucas Helms.
And Boom did a really good job on that drive. Normally, when you think of a 6'7" high school player, you don't normally think of someone with good dribbling skills, but Boom had those, and he was able to draw the foul there.
And check that. Dylan Reed-Miller has come into the game, not Helms. 20 in green. Here's Martell Evans. Prep leads Southwest by 8.
You think that's green? That looks gray to me.
Somewhere between green and gray, there's Ramachandran. He's wearing white, and he's going to the basket for 2 more.
Great back cut there by Ramachandran and a great pass by Martell Evans. Another easy bucket for Prep.
Chuck Love for 3. That one too strong. Ramachandran another board. Prep already up 10. Chance to extend. Evans behind the back to the hoop. And one. Martell Evans. Creighton Prep rolling in the first quarter.
Well, right now, Prep is just beating Southwest at their own game. They're taking turnovers and defensive rebounds, and they are taking them to the hole as fast as possible. Another timeout for the Silverhawks. They are looking like they're in deep trouble if they don't figure something out soon.
3 basket and foul opportunities already for the Junior Jays here in this first quarter. The birdcage is jumping. They are happy to be back, and they are seeing a great performance early on from their team. Creighton Prep, I mentioned that 9-0 run they got off to against Gretna on Thursday night to start the game. Wasn't able to hold on to it. They got outscored 40-16 in the second half, but this time a lot more energy being shown from the home squad. They lead by 12, and now the question is, can this high-powered Silverhawk offense come back?
Well, the issue is right now they're a little too one-dimensional. In the first half of the first quarter, they were relying almost entirely on Milak to create, and I think he's been taking a seat for the past couple of minutes. So with him out, their offense really started to sputter. So if they want to figure this thing out, they're going to have to start getting some scoring from different players. I don't know whether that's Chuck Love, he's 0 for 2, maybe Lucas Helms, but they need somebody to start scoring the basketball.
Got a good look at the mistletoe there. Everybody in the Christmas spirit here in the Hyder Center. Martell Evans to the free throw line. Looking to score all three on the N1. And he does not. Missing the free throw. Junior Jays still lead by 12. Rylan Smith still scoreless on the night. To Chuck Love. Helms. Boom. Back to Love at the top. He dishes out to Boom. He drives and somehow made it through, but the layup was far too strong, and it's knocked out of bounds on the rebound for the Junior Jays to take over.
And you could really see there why Prep pushing Southwest further and further out on the perimeter is so helpful to them, because on the rare occasions that a player like Boom does get past the perimeter defense, the guys in the lane like Jungers or Josh Townley, who just subbed in for him, have a great chance to get set to play defense on the drive.
Here's Evans. Casey O'Malley with 1:10 to go in the first quarter. Pass through the hands of Sudbeck, but Evans able to keep it in play. He crosses over on Boom, and Evans lost the handle. It ends up going to O'Malley, who can't make the three. Ramachandran fights for the rebound, but it comes to Lucas Helms.
You sure that wasn't a pass from Evans?
I'm not sure. That was an interesting sequence. Went way up in the air. Here comes Love.
Great defense by Sudbeck.
Yeah, again he misses, and again Evans has a rebound.
Love's 0 for 3. He's trying to do a little bit too much. He's trying to go solo.
O'Malley, shot fake to Evans. Ramachandran. Silverhawks able to play solid defense to keep the Junior Jays away from an open three.
Yeah, they did a great job there. Oh,
O'Malley,
my.
spin cycle, no good on the layup try with the left hand.
Well, he's still a bit rusty, but if he can make moves like that, look out for Creighton Prep, folks.
Rylan Smith looks like he will hold to give the Silverhawks the last shot. 13 seconds remain.
You got to get a good look here.
Here he comes. Little step back move. Now goes cross court to Boom. He'll drive in. Helms. Step back. Won't go. Rebound Ramachandran. And the Junior Jays end the first quarter with a 12-point lead, 21-9 over the Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest. Brennan, how about that start? What have you seen from Creighton Prep that's allowed them to come back from a very tough game Thursday night and pull off this beginning?
Well, as the second Advent candle gets lit, I think the key for them so far has been great one-on-one defense. We've seen Chuck Love try and drive a couple of times, and he's had nothing just because the defenders have been really good at preventing him from getting open space. And then they're turning that perimeter defense into quick buckets. And right now, Southwest just hasn't been fast enough on the fast breaks to stop them from getting those layups or threes.
Southwest in their game last night against Lincoln Southeast, they got off to a 29-11 lead at the end of the first quarter. This time a very different story. As we give you an update on Husker volleyball in the national championship game in Columbus against the Badgers of Wisconsin. Huskers lead 1-0. They just captured the first set about 7 or 8 minutes ago against Wisconsin. So good start for Nebraska volleyball as they go for that title. And a good start as well here for the Junior Jays in this packed Hyder Center for Christmas in the Cage.
Yeah, and we've got so many Prep seniors from last year too. I saw A.J. Rollins, A.J. Collins, Alex Bullock, Tony Tubrick is here.
Yep.
Sam Meisenberg is here. It just shows you how incredible this whole atmosphere is.
Absolutely.
And bleachers are basically full to the rafters everywhere you look.
It's a tradition you cannot miss. Martell Evans has the basketball to begin quarter number 2 over to Josh Townley. Jungers, 7 first quarter points for him as he finds O'Malley.
Prep trying to get the back cuts, but Southwest defenders doing a good job of preventing those by keeping their hands up.
Yeah, they sure are. Here's Evans making moves. O'Malley, extra pass. Sudbeck for 3, no. Evans with a one-handed putback attempt. It gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Prep basketball still. You see Joe Sudbeck on the floor. He went 4 for 4 from three-point land on Thursday night. Career-high 12 points in Gretna.
Yeah, he's shooting 57% so far this year from beyond the arc, so a rare miss from him. Good opportunity, though, and Prep able to retain possession because now it's Southwest who can't grab onto the rebounds.
Here's Jungers at the top. He'll find Josh Townley. Evans spins. Jumper.
Wow.
Perfect. Martell Evans from the baseline, and it's a 23-9 game.
And he's got 6 already. That was a great, great shot by Evans. I'm still not sure how he made that.
Here's Aiden Welch. Big against big with Townley. Welch puts
Great
his head
defense
down,
by
and
Townley.
Townley gives it no chance. Now Evans. Stop and go. And a carry. Southwest takes over with 6:50 remaining in the half.
And one of the reasons that Prep can run this 2-big lineup with both Jungers and Townley in at once is because they're both such great perimeter defenders. We saw what Townley could do in the post there against Welch, but you've also got Jungers' ability to play defense on the perimeter despite how tall he is. He's able to deal with smaller guards. So Prep's 2-big lineup, very dangerous defensively.
Ryland Smith well short on a 3, but the Silverhawks have the rebound. Back into Smith's hands. Hunziker, crossover, jumper. No, rebounded by Sudbeck. And he'll get it over to Evans.
The Silverhawks keep getting forced into tough shots. They gotta find a good opportunity, but I don't know how they're gonna get it against this tremendous Prep defense.
Martell Evans to Casey O'Malley. Works his way in and back out. Sudbeck makes his move, finds Jungers. To the corner for Townley. Back to Jungers, and it's swatted out of bounds. Prep will keep possession as Joey Rischel comes back into the game.
Good look there by Townley, and it's interesting to see what Prep's going to do with 2 big men on the floor, because right now it looks like they're running a 5 out, which is kind of odd when you've got 2 guys in Townley and Jungers who are 6'8", but maybe it'll work.
Here's Jungers trying to go to the basket, and he'll be fouled on the floor. Prep keeps possession. Looks like they'll call the foul on Milak. Sean Ramachandran back into the game for the Junior Jays. Ramachandran off the inbound. Works his way in. Shot was blocked by Milak. 12-on-12 crime as Rischel will take a step back 3. And it comes up short. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Silverhawk basketball.
I'm not sure I like that offensive possession for Prep. It felt like they turned into Southwest for a bit there with Ramachandran trying to do a bit too much one-on-one. What's worked for Prep has been the extra pass and transition offense. And if they get too devolved into one-on-one basketball, they might have trouble scoring.
Here comes Hunziker. Throws it behind his man and out of bounds. Silverhawks have had a couple sloppy passes here in the early going, and Prep will take over now with 5:26 to go.
Their offense just sputtered to a complete halt. They haven't scored since the Bun Boom free throw.
Yeah.
And that happened with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Jungers has room and is too strong on the 3. Silverhawks race the other way. Here's Helms, blocked.
Wow.
Townley and Jungers team up for it. Now Rischel, he speeds ahead.
Helms is 0 of 3. He's just had a real tough time getting going tonight.
Ramachandran, 5 minutes left in the first half. He'll go in the post to Jungers, who has it knocked out of his hands, but illegally. Ryland Smith and Lucas Helms are in disbelief. Let's see who they call it on. It is going to be against Smith. And Casey O'Malley will come into the game for Prep. Townley checks out. Meanwhile, Bun Boom, who you mentioned, the last score for Lincoln Southwest in the game for Lucas Helms on the Silverhawk side. Rischel's inbound to Ramachandran. He makes his move. Stops up, finds Evans on a bounce. Evans with a little screen from Jungers, works his way in, spins, and is shut down nicely by Hunziker. Here he comes. Hunziker straight through, and he lays it in. Finally, the Silverhawks back on the board.
Yeah, first points in the second quarter from Hunziker. And that was sort of a Prep-style play from the Silverhawks, taking advantage of the turnover and getting the fast break layup.
Turnover for the Junior Jays. Here comes Bun Boom. He splits defenders. Kicks it out.
Yep.
But an offensive foul. 3 was missed anyway. O'Malley helps Boom back up. But he's called for the charge. Junior Jays take over with 4:17 to go. Scoring has definitely slowed down. Only 4 points in the first 3:43 of the second quarter.
And a great play by Evans there to put his body on the line and take the charge. But yeah, you're right. It's definitely been the defense's quarter so far. After a hot start to this game for both offenses, the defenses have really made their presence felt.
O'Malley trying to go for a back cut. He wasn't there. Now he gets the basketball from Ramachandran. Behind the back. O'Malley showing off a lot of dribble moves tonight.
Yeah. But both teams are having real trouble getting anything done one-on-one. Both defenses just doing a great job of preventing anything easy at all. And so far there's been almost nothing easy in this quarter, as you mentioned. Just 4 total points.
O'Malley, corner 3, got it! Casey O'Malley, welcome back. And it's a 15-point Junior J lead.
Oh, good entry pass there.
Here is Welch getting the hook shot to go over Jungers. He has his first 2 points of the ball game, and it's back down to a 13-point game. Luke Jungers, guarded by Welch. He'll hand off to Ramachandran. Jungers leads the Junior Jays with 7 points tonight. Evans to Jungers. Shot fake, step back, three-pointer. Jungers is perfect, and he has 10.
What a great move by Luke Jungers. Welch scored on him the last play, so we just said, all right, come on out to the perimeter and let me dance with you. Great offensive play there from Jungers.
Corner 3, tough look from Milak. Won't go, and Rischel is able to grab the rebound with a couple players hitting the deck. Rischel with 2:40 to go in the first half. Prep has a 16-point lead on the 6th-ranked Silverhawks. Here's O'Malley, turnaround. Won't go, and it's rebounded by Welch. Now Hunziker for the Silverhawks. Rischel was on the ground, and that allows a clear lane to the basket for Ben Hunziker. He's got 4 points now on the night, and it's a 29-15 game.
Couple of easy fast break layups for Hunziker. Prep's got to do a better job at shutting those down.
Casey O'Malley into the middle. Rischel in some trouble with Ryland Smith playing excellent D.
Wow.
Yeah, Rischel able to come away with it somehow, and Lukey called a timeout. Probably wishes he hadn't, as Rischel was able to get it away to Jungers for a potential odd man opportunity. But we will go to huddle with Prep holding a 29-15 lead over the Silverhawks. 2:03 remaining in the first half. And Junior Jays, unlike Thursday night, has been able to hold on to this big lead and keep this great start going just fine. What do you think has allowed them to do it in the second quarter after such a hot start early on?
Well, I keep talking about it, and it's still the answer. It's the defense. Both defenses, especially, but Preps especially in the first half, or in the first quarter, they're doing a great job at ensuring that the entry passes, that the cross-court passes, that the open looks just are not there. Every time a Silverhawk wants to shoot, there's a Junior J like right next to them. And it's just been impossible for Southwest to get really good looks this quarter except on the fast break. And they're really going to have to figure out what to do. Maybe some extra passing, maybe some screens, but they need to figure that out because a 14-point deficit at halftime does not sound appealing.
2:03 remaining until that halftime break, as Sean Ramachandran will inbound to Martell Evans. Evans, 6 points on the night. Behind only Luke Jungers, who has 10. Evans, a spin, and a highly contested shot that O'Malley's able to gather up. Ramachandran now to Sudbeck.
Looked like both teams are kind of falling victim to one-on-one ball. That's not the first time this quarter that Evans has had a tough drive, and he hasn't been able to come up with it, but Prep able to get another offensive rebound, and they've just been keeping a lot of possessions alive through that extra hustle.
O'Malley looking for Townley. Nice catch and nice take for Josh Townley. It's a 31-15 game for the Junior Jays. Ryland Smith now bringing it up, 1:20 to go. Silverhawks need something to feel good about going into the break. Smith will try to provide it and can't hit again. He has been dead silent tonight.
Yeah, 0 of 2 from deep as well. And the really difficult thing is that might have been the best shot out of a set play that Southwest has had all quarter, which really shows you how good Prep's perimeter defense has been.
Evans with under a minute to go. Screen from Townley. Frees him up a little bit. Lost the handle. Back to O'Malley. And he will hold and call Evans over for a pass.
Well, it looks like they're going to try and get a quick bucket, maybe a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Evans with 35 seconds. Finds some space. Jumper from the free throw line won't go. Townley the board. Kick out to Sudbeck, and Prep will reset again.
Now you can probably hold because there's only 25 seconds left in the half. That's what I would do, is just wait and try to get the best look possible.
O'Malley works his way in, tried to split the defense, and lost the handle, fell to the ground in the process. Here's Hunziker to Smith. Smith to the hoop, and that's an and one. Townley tried to contest, but foul called in the process, and Smith, as I said, giving the Silverhawks something to feel good about going into the halftime break. He'll go to the free throw line for a chance for and one more.
Giving himself something to feel good about. The leading scorer for the Silverhawks at 18 points a game was silent until that layup, so he probably feels pretty good that he was finally able to get on the board.
Absolutely. Here's Jungers checking into the game for Townley. Ryland Smith to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 74% free throw shooter coming in. This is 20th attempt of the season, and he gets the bounce. Ryland Smith with his first 3 points of the game. Here are the Junior Jays. Evans with 5 seconds left. Crossover. Out to Jungers. Difficult look at the buzzer, and it doesn't go. 31-18, your score at halftime. Junior Jays leading the Silverhawks. Stay tuned. Christmas in the Cage, the halftime show is coming up next. Welcome back to the Hyder Center. Hope you enjoyed the halftime show. We're back to basketball here
I
between.
certainly did.
Oh yeah, Lincoln Southwest and Creighton Prep. Junior Jays lead 31-18 as the Silverhawks have it to start. Ben Hunziker lost his footing, able to get back up and find Lucas Helms. Back to Hunziker. Junior Jays led 21-9 after the first quarter and have not looked back. Pass goes through the hands of Rylan Smith. Evans splits the defense. Here we go. He's not going to dunk it. He'll go with the layup. Evans, nonetheless, gives the Junior Jays a 15-point lead.
You know, I don't normally say this, but I kind of wish Martell pulled a Charlie Brown on that play. Would have been fun to see that.
Now, we've seen it before this year against Millard West. After the miss, rebound comes to Hunziker. He comes up a little long on the shot. Junior Jays have it once again.
Prep's playing better defense than the present team right now. They just keep forcing tough shots.
Here's Jungers. Goes inside. Ramachandran works his way in.
Oh, what
Good
a
patience again, but the layup goes a little long, and it's rebounded by the Silverhawks. Ahead they go. Lobbing it to Welch. His layup too much. And Riechel's got the rebound.
I think Jungers might have got a piece of that one. Great recovery from him.
May have. Prep has not given up many open looks, and when they have, Silverhawks haven't been able to convert, especially from long distance.
Yeah, by my count, they've missed, I think, 5 shots from 3, and a couple of them have been fairly open.
O'Malley, he'll take a 3, and it'll be a little short, rebounded by the Silverhawks. That's Grant Milak, who throws it through the hands of his intended target. That was Lucas Helms that goes out of bounds. Creighton Prep basketball. Sloppy play continues offensively for Southwest.
Yeah, the game's really starting to slow down for both teams. They've been taking their time and pacing for the most part, and then when they've tried to speed it up a little bit, it hasn't worked.
Milak, the leading scorer for the Silverhawks with 8 points. There's a steal as Evans has his pocket picked, and the layup goes coming back the other way for Ben Hunziker. Hunziker now with 6 points. He's the leading stealer for the Silverhawks, averaging 3.6 a game coming in. He's got another one there.
And Prep has to avoid those turnovers if they want to keep this lead.
Ramachandran draws a foul, going up for the layup, and he will head to the free throw line for 2. 5:44 remaining in the third quarter. Foul was on Rylan Smith, his second personal foul. Silverhawks leading scorer, Rylan Smith, averaging 18 a game coming in, held to just 3 so far tonight. However, he did have a big second half, scoring 15 in the final 16 minutes alone last night, as Ramachandran hits the first free throw. 5 points now for him. Having a solid bounce back after being held scoreless for the first time this year on Thursday, as he goes 2 for 2 from the line. Ramachandran with 6, Junior Jays with a 15-point advantage.
And he doesn't really score a lot. His season high so far is 9, but when he does, that's a really big help to a Prep team that has really needed that third scorer aside from Jungers and Evans all year.
Rylan Smith once again unable to get a shot to go. That time it was a stopping jumper. Rebound was knocked out of bounds, so Southwest keeps it. Here's Smith, another chance. And again, he doesn't get the bounce. Jungers comes up with the board. He'll hand to Evans.
Smith has just had a rough go of it all night long. He's had very few open shots, and even the ones he's had have rattled out quite a bit.
Ramachandran creating space. Now looking for a pass. He'll find Riechel. Over to Evans, right in front of the Prep bench. Now works his way toward the middle. Goes inside to Jungers.
Prep really taking their time here. They got a 15-point lead. Don't need to do anything stupid to blow it.
Jungers a spin, an impossible layup over his head, and doesn't go. Here's Smith, ran into a man, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Riechel. Both these teams continue to defend with the utmost intensity on both sides. Scoring has certainly been hard to come by.
Yep.
That continues into the second half as Lincoln Southwest has a midcourt inbound.
And the fast break defense has been a big reason why. The reason Riechel was able to foul is because he got back so quickly.
Some space here for Hunziker, and he draws another foul.
That's
Riechel on the baseline.
That's 2 quick ones for Riechel. He might have to take a seat pretty soon.
And it sure does look like Prep will replace him. PJ Newbill's coming into the game for somebody, and that somebody will be Casey O'Malley, not Rieschel.
Well, it looks like our NFL prediction for tonight might end up being wrong. It's 14-0 Colts at the end of the first. Yeah.
Interesting.
Apparently they got a blocked punt for a touchdown, so there's that.
Jumper was missed by Hunziker. Rebound finally comes to Welch. He'll find Ryland Smith up top. Inside, back to Hunziker. Milak. Smith again. Drives, double teamed. Milak, step back three. Got it. Grant Milak again. He's been a bright spot for the Silverhawks with 11 points.
Prep can't keep giving the Silverhawks opportunities like that. If you've got a missed shot off of them, just get the rebound.
PJ Newbill to Jungers, over to Rieschel. Pass caught him a little bit by surprise, but reels it in with no problem. Now Ramachandran back to Jungers. Newbill again, drives, fending off a defender and drawing the foul with the basket. PJ Newbill, instant impact off the bench. And the Junior Jays lead by 14.
What a great play by Newbill. Just drives to the hoop, no fear at all. And he's able to make the play.
His first 2 points of the game. Now a chance to make it 3, which he does. Newbill 3 for 3 now from the free throw line this season.
And Husker volleyball's getting really interesting. 25-24 Huskers in the second set.
That is interesting. Tough one here between the Huskers and the Badgers. Expected to be close, that Big Ten matchup, as the pass is thrown out of bounds. Silverhawks will keep it, though, as it was deflected, and we'll see Chuck Love and Bun Boom into the game for Lincoln Southwest.
I think if Lincoln Southwest is going to get into this game, they're going to have to start making perimeter shots. They shoot about 33% from beyond the arc so far this year, but like shots like that, you can't afford even if you do get the rebound.
Kick out to 3. Chuck Love can't get it to go, and it'll be Ramachandran with the board, and it was knocked out of his hands by Boom. And Creighton Prep will have an inbound from their own baseline. You saw Boom looked like he had an easy look on the inbound, but Junior Jay swarmed him, and the layup ended up being extremely difficult. That's just the kind of game it's been defensively for Prep.
And even when they got the rebound, Love couldn't hit the open three. You have to take advantage of those opportunities if you're the Silverhawks, because they're down by 15 right now. Make it 17.
Wow.
Ooh.
Martell Evans showing off the full skill set tonight, and Prep has reached 40 points.
Yeah, Martell's got 10 of the 40. He's done a great job driving to the lane. And another miss from Love.
Jungers with the rebound. Here he comes up the right side.
Great defense by Newbill.
Rieschel, what a find. Newbill.
Oh!
Under and over. 19-point lead for the Junior Jays, making it look easy against the Silverhawks.
It's a defense to offense transition. I mean, great possession there for PJ Newbill. Guarding Chuck Love, the significantly taller freshman. Love is 6'5", Newbill's only 6 foot even, but Newbill does a great job to contest the floater from the baseline. Love misses it, Newbill squeaks out, Jungers gets a rebound to Evans, Evans makes a great find to Newbill, and Newbill makes an incredible layup. It's just been that kind of night for the Junior Jays.
Yeah, what in the world can the Silverhawks do here? They've seen the deficit just continue to grow. They really haven't gotten it close at any point since they fell behind early in the first quarter. What can they do to get back into this game?
Well, I mentioned it a bit earlier, but the key is going to be just taking advantage of opportunities. They've had a lot of second chances, but for the most part, as we saw there with that Love missed 3 a couple possessions ago, they just haven't been able to take advantage of them, and that's why they're down 19.
Ryland Smith, leading scorer, has had an off night, 3 points, well below his average of 18. Grant Milak has carried the load for the Silverhawks with 11, just over his season average of 10.6. Meanwhile, for the Junior Jays, Luke Jungers, Martell Evans, the expected scorers have scored tonight. They each have 10.
It's been a really rough offensive quarter so far for the Silverhawks. I mean, just by my count, they've missed 9 shots already this quarter. They've had a very, very rough go of it.
Yeah, nine shots, 5 minutes. That's not the kind of ratio you'd like to have on offense. Chuck Love will look to improve it a little bit, but he's too strong, and Jungers has another board. Newbill straight ahead, already with 5 points off the bench in this quarter alone. Pass deflected out of bounds. Jungers to Ramachandran was disrupted by Hunziker. And they're actually going to give it to Southwest. Okay. Southwest will take it. I thought it was deflected, but must have gone off a prep player last at some point.
And here's one of those opportunities that you have to take advantage of. You got a turnover.
Bun Boom in and out again. Chuck Love with the follow. That doesn't fall. Love again. Jungers swatted him. Love, one more try, won't go. Jungers with another block, but this time they'll get a foul. My goodness. 4 or 5 different layup tries for Lincoln Southwest, and none of them went. They will go to the free throw line, but Prep, no problem giving that up.
I'm not a big fan of that call.
So here is Aiden Welch at the free throw line for 2.
Birdcage getting loud.
And he comes up short. Welch has only attempted 8 free throws coming into the game, 50% mark, 4 for 8. Birdcage is going crazy in front of him, and he missed both. Ramachandran gets the feet down and throws the inbound back into Rischel, and the Junior Jays will bring it up the court with 2:05 to go.
And Wisconsin takes the second set.
So we're tied up in that volleyball national title.
31-29.
Wow, that is a barn burner right there. Here's
This
a nice
one
back
isn't.
cut. Ramachandran was blocked illegally. Love is in disbelief, but he's going to have a foul called on him. And that'll send Ramachandran to the line for 2 free throws. 1:55 remaining in the third quarter. Prep holding a 19-point lead, chance to make it 20 or 21 here.
Love has had a really rough go of it. By Mike, he's scoreless still, and he's missed about 8 or 9 shots. Some of them have been opened. A lot of them, as we saw on that low post play, were blocked, but he just has not been able to get anything going. He's been stuck in mud for most of the game.
Ramachandran makes the first free throw as Southwest brings Reed Miller, Smith, and 23 Helms back into the game. As Ramachandran goes 2 for 2 from the line.
He's nearing his season high. He's got 8 already on the night. His season high is 9.
Here's Chuck Love for the Silverhawks. Back to Helms. Bun Boom gets around Evans, runs into contact, and they're going to get another foul on Ramachandran. So the pace starting to slow down a little bit here as we're seeing a lot of fouls called underneath the basket. Bun Boom has already been to the free throw line a couple times tonight. He heads back here, trying to get the deficit back down to 19. And he's well too strong on the first. Boy, the charity stripe has been a problem point for the Silverhawks tonight, hasn't it?
Well, they haven't really had a lot of opportunities. I mean, yeah, that's their 4th miss, but they've only taken about, 6 or 7 shots. So really for them, the problem's been all the other shots aren't going in either.
Boom is able to salvage 1 out of the trip, and it's a 20-point game. 2 points for Boom. Both have come on free throws. Here's Newbill. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Works his way around. What a move by Newbill. He's got a new career high as he makes it look easy. Taking it right to the rack, and the Junior Jays lead by 22.
All in this quarter, too. All 7 points.
Yep.
Since this quarter started, and there's still a minute 15 to go.
Evans off the miss, behind the back. He loses Boom. Kick out O'Malley. He'll go back to Evans, who is stripped. Able to recontrol. Back to Ramachandran. 55 seconds left. Ramachandran slowing it down a little bit. As Lukey barks out orders to Jungers in the post. He receives the basketball. Jungers works his way into the paint. Had his pocket picked by Smith, and it's taken by Love. He feeds it ahead to Helms, who can't lay it in. Newbill with the board.
That's a layup you gotta have if you're Southwest.
Look at the speed of Evans tracking that one down, but he throws it into the third row and out of bounds. 28.9 to go. Southwest takes over.
You know what's a little frightening about this?
What's that?
Jungers hasn't played particularly well. He hasn't scored this quarter.
He's been quiet since halftime, that's for sure.
I mean, he had 10 in the first half, but
none since.
None since. It's been TJ Newbill and Martell Evans, they've been doing a great job, just so dynamic and so good at driving to the hoop. They've got a combined 11 in the quarter. Southwest has 5 total.
Here comes Rylan Smith. Smith with 10. Junger switches on. He's triple teamed as he tries to go inside, and Evans knocks it away. He has O'Malley wide open. He finds him, and O'Malley with a dunk. How about that? He's never pulled that out before, and he does it to end the third quarter with the Junior Jays up by 24.
Well, it certainly looks like that ankle injury is healed. Holy moly. I thought he was just going to try for a layup, but no. He saw he had room, and he went for it. Holy cow. Fourth Advent candle lit, and Prep is rolling, doubling up Lincoln Southwest as we head into the fourth quarter.
Yep, they light that final Advent candle, much like Prep has lit up the scoreboard tonight against Lincoln Southwest.
And it's been the defense, too.
Defense, too, yep, absolutely. This has been
Lincoln Southwest quarter-by-quarter scoring is 9-9-6.
Goodness. That's about as nice a bounce back as you can ask for if you're a Prep fan. That Gretna game left a lot of people asking what in the world is going on. A 72-49 loss, 23-point loss. Now the Junior Jays are up by 24. So it'll be very interesting to see, assuming this score holds, what kind of ranking the Junior Jays will get, what people will be saying about them, because
and it'll be interesting to see how far Southwest will fall.
That too, yeah. Prep has gone from the worst thing possible to just about the best thing possible. Meanwhile, the Silverhawks on track to suffer their first loss of the year, barring a comeback more miraculous than Charlie Brown's dunk on Lucy at halftime.
Yeah, you couldn't really ask for a better night right now if you're a Prep fan.
Martell Evans begins the fourth quarter. He's guarded tightly by Unziker. Into Jungers he goes. He spins. Walks the tightrope. And it's another dunk for Creighton Prep. Jungers follows O'Malley with a slam.
And there's 50 for the Junior Jays. They've just had an all-around incredible game.
They're going to get a foul on Jungers as Aiden Welch went up for the layup try. Shooting foul will send him to the line for 2. Third personal foul on Jungers. Prep has 5 team fouls. Lincoln Southwest has 3. As Welch will go to the line. Only 2 points tonight. He's not necessarily known as a scorer, more so as a rebounder, but just from the naked eye, certainly looks as if Lincoln Southwest has been out-rebounded heavily as the first free throw is made by Welch. He's got 3 points now. Birdcage right in his face as he misses the second. Newbill skies for the board.
What a rebound.
He's surrounded, and they grabbed him. Looks like they'll get
Helms,
Lucas
I think.
Helms. Yep, they sure will. 23. That's the 14th foul against Southwest. And Jungers will inbound.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
Aiden Welch came into this game as like the 7th leading scorer on this team. Right now he's tied for 3rd most points on the team. He's got 3.
Wow.
It has been a rough go offensively.
A lot of points you can make about the defense Prep has played, the struggle Southwest has had on open looks. Certainly has been an off night for the Silverhawks as Evans tries to dunk but misses, gets it back and puts it home. Martell Evans, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and it's a 27-point lead.
I mean, team's leading rebounder. He shows you why there. Just a great second effort and great defense by Jungers on Welch on the next possession.
Evans has matched Jungers with 12 points. The 2 leading scorers for the Junior Jays duking it out once again. Here is Evans, one more time on the baseline. Jungers open, look for 3. You better believe he's gonna make that. Jungers, 30-point lead for Prep.
Yeah, 2 main scorers duking it out. Doesn't look like they're duking it out. Looks like they're sharing the love. Nice answer there, though, from Lucas Helms. That's his first points of the night, and he gets the 3.
Now 55-28 Junior Jays, 6:20 to go in the fourth. It'll be Newbill. Look at that stutter step. Layup wouldn't go. Good contest by the Silverhawks. Now a nice feed, but it goes through the hands of Welch as putting it right on the money was Rylan Smith, but out of bounds, Prep basketball.
A lot of mistakes. A lot of avoidable mistakes for Lincoln Southwest, and that's one of the big reasons why they're almost getting doubled up.
Here comes Evans. 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Junior Jays trying to close it out, ahead by 27.
Wonder when the warm-up, the bus chants are going to start. You'd have to figure soon, right?
Yeah, here comes Rylan
Oh.
Smith. He's shut down by O'Malley. And Ramachandran wrestling for the rebound. And they're going to get a foul on Southwest. Tried to pin him up against that baseline, but did so illegally. Yeah, we're going to see Bun Boom back into the game for the Silverhawks. And there'll be a timeout as well. Foul was called on Lucas Helms. And there'll be a timeout called with 5:44 to go in the fourth quarter. As we look ahead to Tuesday night, this is it for at least regularly scheduled action in terms of the regular season for now. As we look ahead to the Metro Holiday Tournament, Prep will have Millard West here in the Hyder Center at 6 p.m. on Tuesday night, a rematch of the game last Saturday that Prep won 60-56 over the Wildcats. Silverhawks will be playing in the Heartland Conference Tournament. But the Junior Jays taking on Millard West next week. That's a stingy team. We certainly saw it last Saturday night. Wildcats playing much closer than many expected. What are you most looking forward to about that matchup next week?
Looking forward to the transition offense. I mean,
yeah.
Prep forced 15 turnovers in that game, and they were up, I think, 15 or 20 before Millard West started digging their way back into the game late. So I would say that I'm really looking forward to the transition offense. We've seen a lot of it from Prep tonight. That's for sure.
Junior Jays will have a baseline inbound with 5:44 to go in the fourth. It'll be Casey O'Malley. Finds Evans wide open on the left side. And he'll bring it ahead for Creighton Prep.
And Prep clearly in no rush. They're just taking their time trying to hold on to this 27-point lead. A lot of extra passing, especially in this fourth quarter.
Jungers back to Evans at midcourt. Hunziker guarding. Here's Ramachandran. Hunziker switches on to him. Prep taking their sweet time here in this final quarter.
And Southwest doing a really good job extending their defense. Right now they've got 4 guys above the free throw line. That's a lot of defenders on the perimeter, but they're making it work.
Casey O'Malley tries to drive around, runs out of real estate, and that's going to be a travel. He had a little bit of a juggle there as he looked to find Newbill cutting into the basket, and Southwest will take possession with 4:58 to go. Inbound goes to Rylan Smith. PJ Newbill guarding him, playing active defense. We've seen Ramachandran on Smith all night, and he has been excellent defending. That one, once again, off the fingertips of Welch. He's had a hard time catching some of these passes to the inside. It goes out of bounds, Prep basketball.
I think Mason Armstead's in attendance.
Yeah, I saw him earlier.
You know, the Birdcage has been playing Where's Waldo. They're about to do so again, it looks like. But it's been even more fun finding all the Prep alumni who have come back for this wonderful tradition. And
Yeah,
they could not have picked a better game to go to.
Yep, Mason Armstead is at Princeton,
Oh.
former Prep receiver. Here's Joey Risho with a shot fake, and he draws a foul as he was grabbed a little bit going to the basket.
Well, Armstead not just a receiver. He also lettered in basketball and track.
That too, yeah. About as athletic as they come, a lot like Alex Bullock, who's also in the building tonight, UNL wide receiver. Also played DB for Prep, ran track as well, basketball too, just like Armstead.
And Tony Tubrick, the founder of Tubrick Time himself, is in the arena tonight. Just so great to see all these Prep students coming back, because a lot of them didn't really have this.
And not
for
last
Christmas
year.
in the Cage. Yeah,
Yeah.
not last year. The year before they did, but you know, last year they didn't have this, so it's really great to have this back just for everyone involved.
No doubt about it. The Birdcage just found Waldo a few seconds ago, as here's Sean Ramachandran with 4:15 to go. He works his way in. Now back out again to Evans. Prep just trying to wind some clock here on these possessions. And Lincoln Southwest not pressing, at least for the moment. Now Ryland Smith will come up to Newbill, who speeds around him into Jungers. And I think we're going to get a foul on the floor. Indeed, we will. That is the 7th team foul now on Southwest. So Prep in the bonus. Jungers to the line for a 1-and-1.
Great driving kick there by Newbill, too. Took advantage of the hole in the defense and then made a nice dish to Jungers to draw the foul.
Luke Jungers already with 15 points every single game this year. All 6 of them, he scored at least 11. Here he is at the line, looking for his 16th point of the night, and it's nothing but net on free throw number 1. Jungers, an excellent free throw shooter going all the way back to last year when he led the team with an 82% mark. Carried an 85% mark coming into tonight. He certainly added to it. Been to the line often with and one opportunities. He's been a force in the paint tonight for the Junior Jays.
That'll make it 3 of 4 on the night.
Gets the bounce on the second, and he's got 17 points.
He scored the last 5 for Prep, too.
Attempt was missed by Bun Boom as the birdcage pulls
the
out to warm up the bus
stand. Just been absolutely incredible. And yeah, there it is.
Here's Riechel looking for some space, and how about that? Rolls around the rim and goes home for a 31-point lead.
He's got 8.
We'll see a foul called there against the Junior Jays. That's their 6th team foul. He called on the floor against Joey Riechel, his 2nd personal. 3:30 remain in the 4th quarter as Ryland Smith will inbound for Lincoln Southwest.
You know who else is here? Cal Tejan.
Cal Tejan just walked past us, former play-by-play broadcaster here on CPSN. As Bun Boom misses that one.
His younger brother now. His younger brother now on the CPSN team as well.
Yeah,
Alex
there you go.
Tejan.
Runs in the family, I guess.
Oh yeah, Newbill there. You got to look at Newbill.
Martell Evans avoids a potential steal and finds Riechel. 3 minutes to play in regulation.
And yeah, that bus better start being warmed up soon for the Silverhawks because Prep is showing absolutely no desire at all to actively work for a score here. They're just driving and kicking.
Jungers, speaking of drives and kicks, that one rims out.
Good board from Riechel.
Yeah, but Riechel finds Jungers again, and Jungers goes straight through for the layup, and it's a 33-point lead.
Well, I mentioned that Jungers was a little quiet in the 3rd quarter. No points in that quarter. He's got 9 already in the 4th, and it looks like Prep is going to empty the bench pretty soon.
Tough look. Chuck Love never touched the rim. Now Evans to Riechel. Back to Evans, and the pass was low. Evans couldn't finish off the alley-oop try. He's got the rebound, though. Ramachandran, Newbill. Junior J is still playing with as much energy as they had to start the game here in this 4th quarter.
Just less urgency. But yeah, the intensity has been turned up to 11 all game long.
Evans rolls out, rebounded by Chuck Love. And here he comes. Prep has, looks like 5 men sitting at the scorer's table about to come in off the bench as that layup goes for Aiden Welch. And it's 61-30. And now we'll get a whistle. And that will bring the subs into the game. Both teams empty out the benches. The starters get a well-deserved round of applause as we will see Townley, Knight, Dasher, Matiyang, and Newbill might come out here.
No, he's staying in.
Yeah, he's going to stay in. Lukey called him over for a second. So, yeah, Matiyang, Newbill, Townley, Knight, and Dasher for the Junior Jays.
You know, last year Prep kind of made their mark on defense. So far this year, they've only held one team over 50, and that was Omaha Northwest. But it's looking like in this game, they're going to wind up holding the Silverhawks under 40, which is just incredible. It certainly looks like that stifling Prep defense is back.
Yep, a tenet of the Coach Lukey Prep team, no doubt about it. And they have put their hard hats on and gone to work tonight as a tough look from Newbill is no good. Rebound goes to the Silverhawks, and a foul is called.
I'd call that a little more than tough. Looked like he kind of just hucked it over his head.
Yeah. Michael Burt will take the place of Newbill.
Great game from him. 7 points, new career high, and some excellent defense as well.
1:05 remaining in regulation as we look to wrap this thing up. Some fans starting to hit the exits. Scott Nolte for the Silverhawks, driving his way in, kicks it out, 3-point try. That one is too strong. And rebounded by Townley. 40 seconds remaining. See if Prep holds this one all the way to the buzzer. Josh Townley.
Yeah, it certainly looks like they're just going to wait this out, and Birdcage starting to celebrate a dominating performance from their Junior Jays. What looks like it's going to wrap up as a 31-point victory against the top 10 team. Not much more you could ask for. Great Christmas present for these fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Not before Emmett Knight goes to the line for a 1-and-1. He was fouled on the floor. 27.8 remaining in this fourth quarter as Knight banks in the first free throw. That's one way to do it, I suppose, as he puts the Junior Jays up by 32. Second one is not going to go. Rebounded by the Silverhawks with 23 seconds left. Driving in.
That's a travel.
A juggle. They don't call the travel.
That's a travel.
Yeah, you're not going to get that call with 15 seconds left as the basket goes. 30-point game. Emmett Knight, 5 seconds. That'll do it. Silverhawks won't bother to foul, and the Junior Jays dominate on this Saturday night at Christmas in the Cage. 62-32 over the 6th-ranked Silverhawks. And you want to talk about a bounce back, that is as good as it gets for Creighton Prep.
Yeah, I mean, not much more you could ask for. Jungers ended the game with, I believe, 19. Yeah. Jungers had 19. Evans ended the game with 12, I think. PJ Newbill had 7. Sean Ramachandran had 8. And, of course, holding Southwest to 32 total points and a whole bunch of missed shots. I mean, really nothing more you could ask for. Birdcage gets a wonderful halftime show and a wonderful win.
Yeah, that'll do it from here. An excellent, fun night here in the Hyder Center. Great having Christmas in the Cage back here in 2021. Junior Jays victorious over the Silverhawks tonight. They'll be back in action on Tuesday at 6 p.m. for the first round of the Metro Holiday Tournament against Millard West. It'll be live here on CPSN. Brennan, I think you'll be on the call for that one with Jackson Cohote making his CPSN debut. So
should be fun.
Yep, that'll be a good one. Tune in on Tuesday night for that one, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks. Happy holidays.